Hey, this is Batman, and Misfit Momware Show, it's what you're listening to, by my man, Mr. Coach Spiego. He's probably the strangest, weirdest guy I ever know, but man, does he love you moms with a passion. Does he ever want to up-level your life and your business, your MLM business, to be honest with you. And he wants to help you get lots of leads and sales. He's probably the smartest guy I ever know. Came across to help you out with this, even though he's pretty strange sometimes. And he's going to help you become a badass attraction-based marketer like Katniss from Hunger Games. That's what he's all about to do. And he's going to show you how to do it without having to bug your friends and family and without having to feel like you're selling your soul. And helping out people with your products because you love your products. You believe in your products. You just don't know how to get into more people and grow your business. He's going to help you out with that, with the secrets and strategies. There. How's that? How's that, Wonder Woman?
Yeah, that was not too bad, Batman.
You think so? I was really scared about it. I just got done battling Joker last week, and I was more scared doing this than it was battling Joker.
Yeah, you didn't do too bad, but just to let you know, I was better. I did better on mine.
Yeah, you did. You're a really good-looking Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I know, but I don't let the looks go to my head. I still got a job to do, just like the Misfit Momware. Still got a job to do to get out there and save lives and help people.
Oh, I love you so much, Wonder Woman. That's so cool for you.
Hey, thank you. You're pretty cool yourself.
All right, let's get to the show. Good morning, my Misfit Momware. Good afternoon. Good evening. Do we need to do a little Misfit Momware roar? You got some bottled up, pent up aggression. You got some anger, some strugglings, some stress. You need to get out and unleash. Should we do a little Momware roar? What you do is we're going to count down from 3. And then we are going to just let out a gigantuous little roar. Make sure you're in a private location. Make sure there's nobody around. Make sure there is nobody looking in on you. Hold on. I got some yahoos trying to pass me. I'm behind a slow person right now. I'm driving, and then that's how it is. The worst place to be when you're falling behind somebody that's slow is the person right behind the person that's slow, because everybody's going around you guys. Vroom, 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 vroom. All right, we're passing. All right, we're going to count down from 3, 2, 1. You're just going to let out a roar like that. If you're like in a closet, just jump in a closet, or just do it underneath your breath. If you're outside running, just go ahead. Rah! If you are on your treadmill, if you're outside doing your walks, maybe you're doing your dishes right now, whatever it is, and you can't do it for reals, just let it all out in your imagination, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Feels good, doesn't it? Oh, man. You're frustrated with people that aren't on the auto ship. You're frustrated people that don't see the goodness that your product brings. You're just like, oh, where could you see this? Just let it all out. Now you go do some push-ups and do some squats. You go outside for a quick little sprint. Just have at her. Go there. All right, so I got to tell you about a story today. That feel good? You ready to rock this? Today's a little bit more motivation. Nothing wrong with the strategies and the scripts, and you do this and you do that. Let's fire it up a little bit today. So, excuse me, I had to burp a little bit. Apparently the Mom Warrior Roar brought in some oxygen. Got the burp going. So you are battling some stuff right now, some internal issues. Pretty much why you haven't accomplished everything you want to accomplish. You can give me all the reasons. I don't have time. I'm struggling. And that's true. You don't. You got to put a priority on it. Today is one of the greatest lessons I ever got from one of my clients. She's amazing. You should have met her. You should be knowing of her by now. Her name is Cindy. And she is she was a life changer. She went the life coaching route. She is changing lives in that world and doing very magnificently at it, I might add. And she taught me something that I thought was so profound that I'm going to pass on to you. She would like me she would like you to learn it. And that is, we are all about commitments. Pretty much everything that we do boils down to commitment. What are we committed to? So let me give you a quick story here. I was big time struggling in the personal training world. I started off really, really hot, really, really awesome. And then what happened is I was always having that fear. I was always letting the fear win each day. And it just kind of got built up more and more. It's just a snowball, just kind of built up more and more. And what I mean by fear was the fear of rejection. I avoided sales presentations, selling environments. And kind of what started all was when I jumped into, I was a personal trainer, rocking it as a personal trainer, doing very well. I was one of the top trainers at our club there. And our boss got us all onto Juice Plus. And so he wanted us to sell Juice Plus to all our clients, everybody else. And I super believed in Juice Plus. It made a big difference in my life. I had people that I did manage to sign up on it, made a big difference in their life. And however, I just didn't feel right selling. There's already people, I already had clients giving me money for their training sessions, and I'm like, okay, you should probably get on this, and like, how do I go about it? It just kind of sparked the whole, like, then it spilled into over, like, that was at the gym world, and then it spilled over into my other world, like my personal world, like friends and family. I should get them on it, and it just welled up all this fear of rejection stuff, all this stuff about sales is icky, and that. So I just avoided sales and selling like the plague. I hate it. It was the most slimiest thing ever. To be called a salesperson was like an insult. You're just a salesperson. You're just a salesperson. Quick little side story from my already story. I have a brother-in-law, and he was telling me about this. One other guy, like a dentist in our town, and I was like telling him stories about him. This dentist got signed up with him. Another MLM product is actually in a totally different world. Is actually in the traveling world, called a company called Good Life, and where they just help save people on their traveling expenses. He got me signed up on there, and bit of a long story there. And my brother-in-law wasn't. I was talking about this dentist that signed me up on this product or this company, this MLM product, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he's just a salesperson. He's just a salesperson." And he said, the way he said that, it was derogatory. It was like an insult, like that. So I was like, oh, that's when it really hit me. So like even when I was sucking at sales, I was like, oh, I don't want to be a salesperson. I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be pushy. I don't want them to think I'm just here for the money. I want them to know that I care about them. I really about the results. But how do I go about changing that? And so that really, I was just scared of rejection, scared of all sorts of stuff that I ended up having to work through. And now I'm just showing you how it was done. It spilled over into my personal training world. It spilled over into my belief in myself, my confidence in myself, my self-esteem. I was starting to, just being a trainer, not even able to I would give somebody a program just in my speeches, just in my motivations, just in my coachings. Everything was falling apart. I no longer made the effort to try to sell people, no longer made the effort to try to invite them in the class, no longer even was sharing anything. And I ran as far as away from a sales presentation as I could. For example, one day I was in the office. I've told you this story before, I think. And I was in the office. I think I was in between clients. Pretty much the clients I only had was just the ones that passed down to me and the ones that kind of forced themselves upon me. Like, I hear you're so awesome. Here, take my money, teach me. I'm like, oh, okay. And it was awesome when that happened, but it was few and far between. So there I was. I was in one of the corner offices at the club there. And there's this one guy. It was a guy. And he just signed up to be a member. And as they are with signing up, they get a couple free personal training sessions. And it's the personal trainer's job to, quote unquote, sell them during those first couple of free stage sessions to like give them a good workout, and then like, hey, you want to keep this going? Here you go, and then we put them into a sales presentation, and I avoided those like the plague. Just the free sessions. I never even gave out any free sessions like that. So there I was sitting in this corner office, and she was talking to him. The worker lady at the club there was talking to this guy. He just got signed up as a member, and now they're about to get some free personal training sessions going. And she's like, so have you ever thought about? She was kind of doing the beginnings of personal training. Have you ever thought about personal training? Should you do that month? The club was putting an emphasis on selling personal training, so they're teaching all their front desk workers how to like pass the member off to a trainer and all that stuff. And I was like, oh no. Like, I was there in the back office. I'm like, she is going to, because she knows that I was there, she is going to invite me over and introduce me to him. And I'm super shy, and on top of all my money blocks, on top of all my fear of rejections, I got this super shyness going on. Like, stranger danger, run away. And these are fears that I just let run my life, that I ran away from with everything I had. And so I was like, oh, brand new person, they're going to ask about this, and then I'm going to have to sign them up, then I'm going to have to put them in a sales closing presentation, then I'm going to totally screw up, and then they're going to think I'm stupid, then they're going to think I'm salesy and pushy, and on top of all that, I don't even think I can get results with this person. I don't even think that I can, if they followed I got them into selling them a package. I was just damaged goods, my friend, my misfitting friend. I was just messed up. That fear was just running my life. That imposter syndrome was running my life. Pretty much every day during that phase of my life, I would show up at the gym with the personal training uniform on, and I was just felt like an entire imposter. I got another story for you on that front. So what all this comes down to, long story, I'd say a long story. I could have made that way longer. But what ended up happening is before that front desk lady could tell that guy, introduce that guy to me, and then I'll open up the calendar and sign him up. So, okay, when do you want to work out? Monday or Wednesday, earlies or evenings? Kind of went through the process right there. I didn't even want to be in that situation. What happened was, this is why I bring up Cindy and her amazing advice earlier, commitment. What are we committed to? In that moment right there, so what I did is, I ran away. I quick bottled up. I was there in the office. I'm like, oh, she's going to come invite me over. So I quick just grab my notebooks, grab my backpack, grab my gym bag, and right out the door before that could happen. Oof, I got out. I'm like, oof. And the whole time was just this is not right. This is just not this is me. This is totally me. This is it. And then at that point, I was smart enough to realize, it wasn't a lesser person. I wasn't a great person for you yet, Mom, Misfit Mom. I still had some little bit of greatness in me that I could realize, this isn't the club, this isn't the owners, this isn't my clients, this is all on me. This is something that's going on within me that I gotta, I don't know, do something. And add to it, I was just a little bit burnt out, a little bit of saying the same speeches, a little bit same 5 nutritional groundbreaking lessons. That's the 50 billionth time that I've told it, but it's for this one person. It's the first time, and I was being selfish on that front, being but a little bit of all that, plus feeling like I wasn't even mattering anymore, because I would go to the outside of the real world. I'd go over to the grocery store, and there would just be people with piles of frozen pizzas and pop and soda and everything in their grocery carts. I'm like, am I even mattering? Does this even matter? Am I even making a difference? And I didn't have God, spirit, the universe, whatever it's called. I didn't have that flowing through me. I wasn't in my flow. I wasn't in my purpose, all that. So pretty much, long story short, I was committed to the imposter syndrome. I was committed to faking it. I was committed to being comfortable. All my answers lied on the other side of being uncomfortable, on the other side of working through these issues, these fears that I got going on. Me opening up if I was so suckage at sales, why didn't I open up a sales book? Why didn't I do any of that? Instead of reading the 80th thing about nutrition and carbs and this greatest workout, and I just need the ninja workout, I just need the ninja fat burning trick hack. Instead of actually understanding people, instead of actually understanding sales, instead of understanding marketing. I didn't even know 1/1000th. Not that'd even be pushing it. What I know now as far as the marketing front, not everything I know now that I'm passing on to you, sharing with you, I learned. That's just it. I realize what this commitment to mediocrity, this commitment to average, this commitment to letting the fear win, this commitment to letting the imposter syndrome win, this commitment to the story that I used to be a personal trainer, I used to save lives, used to help people, but I let the fear win. My commitment to that, what was running the day. So all it is in order to get out of this, where are you right now, Misfit Mom Warrior? Where in your development, where in your evolution, your story is getting written into a book, whether you like it or not. Whether somebody's recording that book or not, doesn't matter. It's still getting written. Every day that goes by is a day, another page of your chapter of your life that we ain't ever getting back. You got a chance to say what is on that piece of paper that's making up your book. Which chapter in your book are we on? Is this if I read the page and we flip it over to the next page and it's the exact same and flip it over to the next page and at the bottom of each page is like, I hope it changes. Where is that going to lead? We're either growing or we are dying. I was dying right there. It started off dying little bits. It started off me having like a full class, which would have been, at the time, our capacity was about 10 at that gym for my is the group coaching program. And it's about 10, and one day I would show up, and there would be like 5 or 6. Did I make the effort to, hey, what happened to those other 4 people? Nope. I'm just like, 5 or 6. Huh. But more importantly, I would know there was 5 or 6. So I'm like, oh, cool, I got openings. And I would walk by the cardio deck, and there'd just be lines of people there getting no results, literally going nowhere fast. Literally going nowhere fast. And there they are, and I could have easily walked up to them and says, hi, I'm Eric. Hi, I'm Coach. I don't know what I was going by. I think I was like just Eric at the time. Hi, I'm Coach. And they, of course, knew I was a trainer. Us trainers were like the celebrities of the club. We were like the rock stars of the club, even though I didn't feel like it. Even though I felt like an imposter every single day. True. It's between you and me, Misfit Mom Warrior. Even from the very first day. I got better at it. I was able to hide it a little better. But I felt like imposter syndrome every single day. I felt like I can't. Eventually it got worse. So there it was, and I would like walk across the cardio deck, and I'm like, oh, I should go invite them. Hi, I'm Eric. And they're like, hi, I'm Susie. So what are you here for? And she would have been like, I'm here to work out. Well, why do you want to work out? So I can lose weight. Well, do you know, come out work out with me. You're not going to lose weight on this little machine here, literally going nowhere fast. Nothing's happening. You said you want to work out, right? Yeah. Well, I got an opening. Come on in. And then I just grabbed her by the arm and dragged her in there. Sat her down. Said, this is what's going to happen. And she's like, no. I'm like, hey, your choice. On that treadmill, burn no fat, or come with me and burn 18 times more fat in 3 seconds in a half the time or something like that. I could have did that right there. Quick. That was like, I don't know if you noticed, that was a little bit of a sales thingy that we just did right there. But more importantly, that's like pushing it. I could have just gone, hey, do you want to come into my class? Done. I could have just asked you a yes or no question. Instead, what I did is I walked right on by. Because I'm like, I feel that fear. Stranger danger. I feel that fear. I don't think I can go up to her. I felt that extreme shyness, that fear. Because she was probably going to tell me no. And it was going to feel weird. I'm like, oh, okay. And then that no hurts. It's like a little stab. Hurts. Nobody likes getting rejected. So I got rejected then more. Instead, I wasn't brave like you, Misfit Mom. You pushed play on this episode. You pushed play on it. You got her going. fired you up somehow. You're going to do something a little bit today wherever that fear is, whenever you're feeling that uncomfortable, that, I don't know that there's a battle going on inside of you. This is the battle for your very soul. This isn't just like, oh, I got to film my class. When you let that fear win, when you let that shyness win, that is commitment to letting that fear win. That is commitment to letting her, your mediocre self, your average self, your lesser self, win the day. And you keep letting her win, she's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, and that's precisely what happened to me. Is it started affecting my mind. It started affecting, I thought I had a good example for a story there. But kind of it changes who you are. You're no longer rolling with mojo. You're no longer rolling with confidence. You see somebody that's like just like on the stage talking, whatever conference you're at, or whatever diamond ambassador, triple black belt level that they're at in their company, and they're on stage and they're just killing it. You're seeing the result of them winning that battle every single day. You're seeing a spark that grew into a campfire. Campfire grew into a forest fire. Forest fire grew into... I wish I would have came up with a better analogy there than setting the world on fire, but you get the story. Why do you think we're talking about Katniss? Why do you think we talk about Hunger Games? That's the real battle that was going on inside of Katniss, and it just happened to portray itself into a revolution where she changed the Hunger Games world. It all starts with that spark, and that spark is those little decisions every single day and being committed to which one. Are you committed to growth? Are you committed, more importantly, Miss It Mom, are you committed to love? Are you committed to fear? You only got love or fear. That's it. I was committed to fear. I was committed to letting that fear win. I was committed to being okay, being comfortable, hoping people wouldn't discover my secret. That inside I was dying. Inside I was an imposter. It was one big old facade in front of everybody else. Every time I'd smile, it was just a fake butt smile, hoping people wouldn't see, hoping people wouldn't discover the fraud. Every day I was like, oh, is this the day that they're going to discover that I'm a phony? Quick, another little story there for you. So there it was, and that's exactly the boat that I was in my last few months of being a personal trainer at that gym, at that club. And this is totally on me. It's not the gym's fault. It's not the club's fault. This is totally on me. And I had to go through what I had to go through. I had to make the stupid decisions. First up, the commitment to letting the fear win. Just you knowing that, Mom, just you knowing that you're committed to either love or fear, and when you feel that little fear, like, should I tell this person about my product? I don't want you pitching your product in that moment. I don't want this to be like fuel to fire you up. Be like, all right, I got to get out there and pitch my product to everybody else. Your first steps, when you feel that fear, when you see somebody that needs your product, your step isn't to shove your product in their face. You got to get this. This is going to help you. Da, da, da. Your first step to helping them is to give them information. To go, hey, sorry, I appreciate that I'm a total stranger right now. I couldn't help overhearing that you're super tired, that you're wanting to lose weight, that you got this acne, this asthma. I couldn't help hearing you complain about your sickness that you got. You're sick of being sick. I have some information that is, and you ask them a question, would you like some help not being sick all the time? They're like, yes. And then you pass on the information to them. Your product and you and your company and your business is like step 9 way down the road before they're even familiar with you and your product and all that. Because if they find out you have a product, they're going to go Google it, and they're going to see whatever scam, rip off, it didn't work, it gave me diarrhea forever, rip my money off, this person, or their horror stories. Your job is to ask them that question. It's the very first lesson. If you go to your free abmcourse.com, it's the very first lesson I teach you. Your job is to ask them a question about them, about their pain. See if they want some help with that. You say, great, I recorded a video, some 10 tips on on the foods to avoid so you don't have acne. And they're like, oh, would you like me to pass that on to you. Oh, sure. Great. What's your email address? Let me send you that report. Let me send you that video. And now you're just being seen as someone super helpful. You're not seen as somebody like, oh, here's this great video that's going to help you out. And then from there's certain steps you can take that leads them down to them becoming your client, them becoming your customer. But before then, just educate them. Just help them out. Fill them up with happiness and glee. Don't stop believing. Glee. Can't say glee without mentioning that song. Okay? So what is your commitment? So when you feel that pain, that, I should talk to this person, but I'm scared. I'm scared right now. I'm super shy. Stranger danger. If you let that win, you are committed to being comfortable. You're committed to letting this person go. More importantly, you're committed to letting the fear win. Because that fear is there. When you know in your heart of hearts the right thing to do, don't make the mistake I did. I knew that this could help somebody. And I wanted to help them out. I didn't want to become pushy and salesy and blast either my personal training business or my Juice Plus business or whatever it was on them. I didn't know how to go about that. But really, I was just using that as an excuse. I could have learned what I know now. I was just using that excuse of, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be slimy. I don't want to be pushy, so I'm going to stay right here in my comfort box. I'm going to let mediocrity win. And it did. And I let it. Okay, Misfit Mom, don't let my commitment to my fear be your mistake. That was the mistake that I was making. Don't let it be yours. You see all these $1 million earners and all these triple ambassador, black belt, big shots when they're on stage, and they're all like, I wish, and they talk about their mistakes, and they're like, I wish that I started doing video faster. I wish that I didn't treat my Facebook fan page like an infomercial, and all I did was talk about Juice Plus. All I talked about isogenics. I wish every day when I blasted away on my Facebook updates and my personal page that I didn't talk about this product and turn people off like that. I wish I did. I wish I picked up a sales book. I wish I went for 20 no's a day. You hear about all that, people that wish they did this and that. I just wish that I wasn't committed to letting fear win, letting the hate win. Because really, I just hated myself. And I didn't have any belief in myself that I could actually do anything with it. And so I was selfish. I didn't share what the stuff that I'm sharing with you now. Even just talking to you, Miss Mom. Super scared to even start a podcast like this. Super scared to even, they're going to think I'm dumb. They're going to think I'm silly. I'm like, I don't give a flop. Who cares if somebody thinks that you're silly or dumb or pushy or slimy? Your job is to impact lives. Your job is to share the message. Your job is to share the love. And if they can't see that wrapped up in your product, in your message, then you're probably thinking about things a little bit too wrong. You're probably getting after it. You probably just need a little bit of readjustment on how you're going about it. Commitment. So as in my last couple months there being a personal trainer, and the imposter syndrome was really strong. Pretty much put on the uniform and this is fake. I'm fake. I go tell people to do 14 more push-ups and yell at them and the gym I was at ran a little bit of an internship. They brought in some new blood to turn into personal trainers from the college there. And apparently there's this one guy, and he was this young fellow. How old I was at the time? I think I was right around 30 years old. 35, nope, 36 now, talking to you now. And so, I was right around 30. And here's this young guy, I think he was 22, 23, comes in. He was doing an internship, and he had to take a bunch of our classes and kind of learn from the best, quote unquote, the best. It's in quotes because I didn't believe that I was the best at all. One time I did, but then again, I let the fear win. I let it all go, let it all out. So there he was, and he's kind of asking the advice and some things, and I'm just the whole conversation with him is just I'm such an imposter. I'm telling him one thing. I'm just trying to I'm basically lying, feeling like I'm lying to him. Like, yeah, what I'm telling him is like, oh, this is how you do this, this is how you do that. But I'm like, he's interviewing me, quote unquote interviewing me. He's learning from me, and I don't even believe I'm in a position to be learned from. I'm like, who am I to be telling this to him? And he's like, oh, thank you so much. It's such an honor to learn from you. And I'm like, what? Don't you get it? I'm a fake. I'm a phony. I'm letting the fear win, and I'm letting it. And I'm just like, oh, just so disgusted with myself. Miss it, Mom. I'm so sorry. Oh, please learn from me. Okay. All right. So there it was. And then he went off, and that's when in case you don't know my story a little bit from there, that's when I ran over to the old gas station job, and they just got way worse, much more way worse, and in fact so much that an opportunity came up at that gas station job for me to do some really big wrong. And again, that's what happens when you let the fear win, is it just kind of springs over into everything else. It's like a crack that just kind of... So it started with, just walking past the people that were on the cardio deck, not being brave enough to invite them into my class. Whether they said yes or no, at least I battled that fear and won. They got on in there. Whether they said no or yes didn't matter, because I just won. That's why I take you on that healthcoachfightclub.com, healthcoachfightclub.com. I take you on that journey where that's all you do for 20 seconds each day is we slowly kick this fear in the balls. Each day it gets better and better. And eventually phase 3 of it is when we're rocking at sales. Because now we can rock at sales, because now we're not like going into a sales presentation closing experience and be like, I'm so scared, I'm so scared, oh my gosh, I'm going to talk on forever. The closer I get to getting that yes or no, I'm just going to talk about my product some more. I'm just going to talk about blah, 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 it's got this and blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to delay it. When I was big-time suckage at sales and selling and ran farthest away from a closing presentation, was the greatest thing I could do was okay, if I could just delay. Remember I was telling you earlier about like we're given like 2 or 3 personal training sessions to quote unquote win them over and close them. So I was like, on the last day, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta put them through it. I gotta ask him about Melanie. I gotta ask him about to come on in. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared right now. Oh my gosh. But I can't look like I'm scared. Oh my gosh, I hate my life. Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? I just want to help people. I just want to change lives. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to bring money into it. Can somebody else please close this person, and then I'll just be a trainer. I don't have to worry about this stuff, this money stuff. Oh my gosh. Seriously, that was what was going on. Like every second of every day that I know. The night before, I was going to go into a sales presentation. If I can get this over this, Mom, the would-be felon that was scared of everything could get over this, you can do it. If I can do this, you can do this, okay? So there it was, and I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yes, the greatest thing ever would be if I could delay that. If I could just I don't think you're ready yet, so let's give you one more free personal training sessions. And then they'd be like, oh, thank God. They'd be like, or I'm sorry, they would be like, oh, okay, and be like, oh, thank God, I can delay it a little bit more. I can forego it a little bit more. I can put it off just another day. It was like a survival, and it was like the only way I was surviving was keep delaying that, whether to ask them. And then they would, of course, not show up on that third day for that training session, for that third day, because they know they're going to get closed. They know they're going to get sales presentation. I'd just be like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. How flippin' selfish of that was I? See what I mean? I was committed to the fear. I was committed to the comfortability. I was committed to not being put in that fearful situation. Instead of working through my money blocks, instead of understanding it, instead of opening up one book, instead of just trying to get better at sales, just the process of, okay, I'm tired of sucking at sales. I'm just going to go ahead and open up one book. One book past me. That's all you had to do. I'm talking to myself now in my past tense. That's all I had to do, open up one sales book. And I like to Googled top sales books of all time. And probably what had popped up was probably, I think it's up there, the top one Secrets of Closing the Sale by Zig Ziglar. In that, he would have said, he would have brought up this fact that, hey, there's this fear going on, this fear of rejection. What's going on there? It would have been selling is a helping, selling is serving. It's pretty much the underlying message. After they get through the closing tactics and say this and NLP trick them that, get them to say this, get them to agree with this, get them to say 30 yeses every time they're in a selling situation, get them down in their head. Because then when you go into the ultimate yes, whether they want to buy you or not, now it's just like cash in all those yeses. Here you go. After they get through all of that, then they finally, they actually, underlying thing is going on is, hey, what are your beliefs about selling? You think selling is evil? Well, here's why you're wrong on that front. And then they'll tell you, like, selling is helping. The only time selling is evil is if you've ever bought something and at the end you felt manipulated, you felt tricked. And Zig Ziglar even brought it up. He's like, have you ever bought something and you're happy with the transaction? You ever bought a car and 5 years later you're super proud of that car? He goes, that's selling. If you got this money issues going on, these money blocks or this scared rejection stuff going on, that's you. You got to work through that stuff before all that. So had I opened up one book, Momware, I would have found all that out. But I didn't. I was committed to mediocrity. I was committed to average. I was committed to letting the fear win. Little did I know there was a battle for my soul going on, and hate, and yuckiness, and darkness, and fear was winning the day. Every single day I was getting more and more and more. So that's what I pass on to you. Choose love. If you feel that fear, go after it. Who cares if it's a yes or a no? Who cares if you get tossed in the face? Hey, this is so stupid. It's a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. This doesn't work. Susie used it last week. Doesn't work. Who cares? You just fought that fear and you won. You won, Misfit. You won. Who knows what that's going to lead to? Who knows the greatness you just unleashed? There's seriously that battle going on within you. The white versus the black. And the white just overpowered the black just one more step. Just took it over just a little bit more. So all it is being brave for that 20 seconds, but I'm just going to ask them. I'm just going to see if they're open. That's it. Stumble upon your words, be like, crap, well, I'm going to get better. I'm going to go learn some stuff. I'm going to go back to that video that Coach Spiegel recorded where he talked about that right there, what I should have said and what I should not say. I'm going to get better. Without further ado, okay, Miss It, Mom, I got to roll. I got to pee really bad. So I'm going to go to the bathroom. And my assignment for you, which one are you committed to? Fear or love? Committed to mediocrity or committed? Not even greatness. You're just committed to taking that step towards greatness. That step towards unlocking that greatness. The one more step towards the real you. There's a real you out there. This is why you're listening to me now. You haven't accomplished all that you want to accomplish yet. So you're either a commitment to the fear or it's a commitment to taking one more step closer towards greatness. One more step closer towards the real you. The real you that is living the life that you want. Live a life that is free from bosses. A life that is free from a-hole bosses, a-hole fellow workers putting up with everything you're putting up. You're like, oh my gosh. I meant for so much more than this. I know this not right. Maybe it's just like being day to day, bills to bills, month to month. You're like, oh my gosh, please don't let that transaction go through before this one comes in. Oh my gosh. Thinking about which bill to pay, which not to pay, putting your priorities first, wanting to take your. Are you responsible for buying the dates when you and the hubs go out? Is that on you? Or you leave that out to the hubs? Or you just want to buy your kiddo that cool toy that they've been eyeing up forever? All right, kiddo. Now we can do it. That's the real you that's living that life that's capable of all that. Which and all you're doing, you're choosing that person. You're choosing to become that person. But more importantly, in that moment, in that 20 seconds, I'm asking you to be brave. You're choosing to take that step towards that. Just take the step for now, okay? No matter how the outcome turns out. No matter if they said yes. No matter if they told you no. No matter if you got a slam door in your face. No matter if you got a 0 opt-ins on your league magnet. 0 people show up to your home meeting, your presentation. You're like, dude, I put myself out there. I won. I already won. I don't care how it works out. Me just asking them. Me just showing them. Me just asking them some questions. You do things right, they'll love the process through the attraction-based marketing way. So without further ado, Misfit Mom, go with the greatness that you are. Go with the fabulousness you are. Whether you realize it or not, you still are. It's my job to bring it out more and more. My job is to unleash that greatness that's in you. It's already in there. It's just my job to pull it on out. Help it get on out. And today it certainly helps. Okay? I love you. I heart you. Heart your face. I heart your soul. Thank you so much for being on this planet. Thank you, God, that the Misfit Mom Warrior is out there. It's waging these battles that she is, making the world a better place, improving lives one day at a time, one person at a time, one question at a time, one choice at a time, one commitment at a time. God bless you, Mom Warrior. We'll catch you in the next one. Mwah. So there I was. I ended up being a minister, marrying my sister. I didn't marry her like redneck marry her like that. I meant like her and her soon-to-be husband are going to get married. And I was the one conducting the wedding. I was the minister for the wedding. It was all this awesome, fabulous honor. And there it was, and I did up the whole ceremony, scripted out what was going to happen, and right in the middle of the ceremony, I wanted each other to say to the other person why that they wanted to marry that other person. When it was time to share their vows, I wanted them to share what it is about that other person that they're choosing to marry them. And I talked to my sister about it, and she had no problem. She was about to marry her fiance at the time. His name was Alex, and she had no problem talking about what she loved about him, what she appreciated about him, why she was choosing him to marry. And I got to him, and I asked him, so why are you marrying my sister? Why is this happening? And he looks at me just dumbfounded, like, I don't understand the question. I'm like, well, it's kind of like this, Alex. It's this thing called free will. It's this thing called willpower. And thinking it was like you line up every girl you've ever met, every girl that you're going to meet, and of them all, think of it like you're on The Bachelor, and you got your choice of all these girls, and you are picking my sister. Why? Why her? Why not that one over there? When I want the redhead, she's cute. Why my sister? And so he's like, okay, I think I got it. And basically the essence of his vow, the essence of his talkings was she's convenient. They're about to have a kid together. And it seems like the acceptable thing to do. And right then and there, I knew they were going to have problems. I knew neither one was as invested in the marriage as the other one. And based on the story, you can kind of tell Mom Warrior which one was more invested in the other one, right? So that, and I had to live with that because I was the minister, and I had the ding, 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 ding going on, and I conducted the vows, I conducted all of that, and I had to, I should have called it right then. I'm like, this marriage isn't happening. I can't in good conscience conduct this because I know it's not, I wouldn't say right, but I know that it's just my instinct was doing it. But I was a coward. I was fearful. I didn't want to disrupt the marriage. So lo and behold, the marriage did have problems, and my sister is better for it. My sister, in her mind, was probably doing the right thing. This is the question I'm posing to you, Mom Warrior. This is what I want to ask you. You're like my sister in this story. You have your choice. Instead of a husband to choose from or a would-be person that you're marrying, you have you're so brilliant. You're so amazing. You're so talented. You're so gifted. You're so loving. You're so caring. and you got so much gifts going on, and you're capable of so much. You can basically excuse me, something in my throat. You can basically do whatever you want with this life of yours. Why MLM? Why network marketing? Are you not aware of the stigma? Are you not aware of the negative connotations going on with people and the outside world as far as our profession? Do they not know that? Why? You're capable of so much. Why MLM? Why this or that? And I think I know. I think I understand you a little bit. I think I get you. It's because you want to help people. It's because you had a great transformation yourself. And you had amazing experience. And it turned out really good for you, really good for your loved ones. And that great, caring soul and spirit of yours takes over. And you're like, it's not fair that other people aren't experiencing what I'm going through. So I must help them. I must get to them. So you joined up, you signed up, only it hasn't gone quite like you intended, quite like your upline promised. Things have happened that you weren't pursuing, that you weren't expecting. You ran into some fears. Stuff felt awkward. Stuff felt probably uncomfortable. Your red flags are going ding, 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 ding. So I believe in you, Mom. I believe in your soul. I believe in your heart. I do believe, like, of all the businesses that you can create, of all the everything that you can do with your life, I applaud your decision to go this MLM route. I applaud your decision to go this network marketing route. I just believe that there's a much better way, and that's called the attraction-based marketing way. That's why I created for you the free ABM course.com. You go there, and I'll show you the much better way to get them coming to you. And you're able to follow through on that purpose. You're able to follow through on that promise. You're able to feel good changing those lives and not have it feel icky for being pushy, icky for being salesy, for being like, this feels wrong, but my upline told me to do it. None of that. So go to freeabmcourse.com. Get your life rocked there. And without further ado, go with the greatness, with the awesomeness, with the beautifulness that you are. You're the future, Mom Warrior. You are the light in this dark world, and you're supposed to pass on that light to your loved littles and your team, and you're supposed to make the world a better place because you were here. I can't wait to see it. Love you. Love your face. Love your heart. Love everything about you. Bye for now. Mwah.